In this video, I'm going to be sharing everything I know about perfectionism and being a perfectionist in recovery. And if I wanted this video to be perfect, I would have already clipped this mic on my shirt prior to recording. But I am at a point in my life now where I have spent most of my adult life being a perfectionist. So I'm really just trying to push the bounds of imperfection. And so I think a good place to start with this video is to really define what the word perfect means. And so this has its origins back with the Greeks, of course, because they were just cranking out words back in the day. But the word perfect meant completeness or wholeness or finished. And where we have found ourselves today in society, that word has a whole different definition. Now it means flawlessness or completely free of defects. And when you are always trying to meet these impossibly high standards, when you are a true perfectionist, it really leads you down a road of psychological distress. And what I mean by that is that you just end up living in a constant state of stress and anxiety and feeling like you never quite measure up to what those societal standards are whenever you put something out. And so as a creative person, this has really wreaked havoc on my life for the better part of the last 15 years, because I have operated from a place of fearfulness around making mistakes and being my authentic self and being vulnerable and not hiding behind a mask or a character because I'm not comfortable in my own skin. And really, you just are in this constant frame of mind of analysis paralysis, where you're just caught up in the smallest details that no one cares about except for you, or would ever notice except for you. It just makes it really hard to put out content when you are a true perfectionist. And I think a great way to kind of overcome perfectionism and what I'm actively doing to overcome perfectionism is to really focus on continuous improvement instead. And so I know nothing about being on camera and shooting videos like this. I mean, it's very uncomfortable for me to do still. I know nothing about the world of YouTube and how to grow thousands of subscribers yet. And so to bestow these unreasonable expectations on myself for this new creative endeavor is what I did starting out. And it really sucked the fun out of this for me. And it made me not want to share my message and everything I learned that could potentially help other people that might be struggling. And so the strategy that I've adopted now is just continuous improvement. When it comes to these videos, the goal that I set for myself that I think is manageable is just improving one thing per video, making one thing better. And so whether that's a better title that more people click on, or whether that's how I articulate myself, or whether that is how I construct the narrative of these videos so that they flow better and keep people interested until the very end, or coming up with a better thumbnail. These are things that I think are manageable and that are allowing me to improve the quality of my work without getting lost in the minor details or nuances that allow me to not take risks and put more imperfect work out into the world. And then finally, the last thing that I've been working on is kind of just letting go of external validations and people's approval. And I don't want you to get that confused with me not caring about constructive feedback or the comments that you leave on these videos as I'm building this community, because those are things that I take very seriously. But if you receive feedback that kind of rubs you the wrong way and makes you second guess your entire life and strategy and creative endeavor that you did, I'm just actively working on letting go of those kinds of things and not taking them to heart, because that's once again something that can send you back to your cave and not be putting out work into the world that could be helping people. So anyway, this is a short video, but I am a perfectionist that is in recovery. And that is just my take on perfectionism. I don't think it's a great thing to do. And I think it's good to actively work on breaking free from perfectionism so that you can just focus on continuous improvement instead, at work, in life, whatever it may be. Anyway, if you found this video helpful, Maybe you could drop a like on this video. I am going to be talking more about perfectionism in future videos because it most definitely is still dominating my life. I have good days and bad days, but I am not where I used to be when it comes to perfectionism. And I'm just actively working on continuing to just put out work that is less than perfect. So anyway, if you can relate to this, maybe leave a comment below if you found this helpful. But yeah, I'm John, and I will see you in the next one. I hope that you will be well.